everybody, it's Carol Billing, and I wanted to review the summary assignment for CTE 431 for the summer version of CTE 431. In this class, you're going to be attending the Summer Institute, CTE Summer Institute, or REACH, or whatever it's called for each individual year. Anyway, it's the Summer CTE Conference for Idaho CTE instructors. One of the things about CTE is that it seems like you guys travel sometimes more than some other K-12 faculty. So I thought it would be helpful if I gave you a template that's both a pre-travel and a post-travel template with some summary questions at the end to reflect on your visit. So it's kind of an all-encompassing. So what I would like you to do is go through and add the information to this template, and then my idea is that you would have it to give to your HR or whomever does your travel in the future, and you could modify it for whatever events you need to go to, like ACTE. I've seen some Idaho CTE instructors at that event, so this could be a forum to help you prepare for that event as well as summer conference. Okay, to review briefly, you'll put in the event name, dates and location, the website link, and the link to the schedule. And that may or may not quite be up yet. Even if it's not up, but they have the link, go ahead and put it in there. And then next year when you pull this, all this stuff will be here and you just update it. Any registration details for your people if you have people who do this for you, and I don't mean like arrogantly like you have people, but I don't know how it works in each district. Like if you do everything or if your principal does it, how that works. All right. I like to keep all my flight information in one spot so that when I'm making my reservations, I can just cut and paste the numbers. And I do the same for hotel and for car rentals. So that's what the things in blue are for, if you have those accounts. And I would recommend doing it. I just found out this week that United, when you have the Mileage Plus number, you can pay $500 for the year, and every flight you can have the Economy Plus seats, which are the seats in the front of the plane, which, if that's not a priority for you, awesome. I cannot stand sitting in the back of the seat. I have a panic attack because there's far too many people on the plane. So for me, $500 was a huge deal because I normally probably pay $1,000 to $2,000 to upgrade a year for flights for work, and I pay that out of pocket because obviously work's not going to do that. But now that I have the subscription, I'm super excited about that. So that's United. I also think it's worth it to look into the pre-TSA, even if you only fly once or twice a year. It's so fantastic and it's very reasonably priced. I bought the 5-year international one. So it's domestic and international flights. I'm a known traveler, and it was $100 for 5 years. And that was the international one. So you don't even have to get the international one if you don't fly internationally. So that was awesome. Okay. So I know this class is not about like how to travel, but these are just some things I think. When I taught high school, I didn't travel much, and so I didn't know these things, and now I travel quite a bit, and these little simple things can make it more bearable. I also pack all my own food, but that's a sidebar, and I'm happy to do a video on how to pack all your food for 3 days so you don't starve in your hotel room, but that's a whole nother story. All right, post-event travel expenses. This is what I hate to do because this is all about crossing the T's, dotting the I's. But as you're traveling, if you take pictures and put the receipts into the document, if your district will take it that way, then you have a place here to start doing that. And I find if I do that the night before I fly home, it helps get this part of the trip done with less pain and agony. And then I also do plan out the per diem because I'm paid once per day. And if that's how you're done also, this would be helpful for you. And then they don't cover like meals if they're provided by the conference. Okay, this is mostly a reminder so that I remember to keep these receipts because I'm really good at throwing things away. And then needing them later. The mileage, I have to put in a picture from Google Maps. And so once you do that once, then it's here and you don't have to do that again. So the nice thing about having this document is you just keep pulling it up every time you travel and then updating it. All right, this is what I need for the actual 1 credit course. And this is, there's 7 or 8 questions on here. 8 questions. And so my hope is that it helps you think about the conference holistically and prepare for next year's conference. So how can I better prepare is one question right here on number 1. So question 1 is really for you, tangible and intangible planning for a better experience. And that can be anything from getting your paperwork in earlier at your district to learning who to call at the state when you have questions about the event. Okay. Topics or issues not addressed at the event. Were there any presentations you thought were missing? And then one thing I think a lot of people don't think about is what could I contribute next year? So that's what question 3 is about. Is there something you know or that you could provide to a new teacher or a veteran teacher on pedagogy or, any aspect of teaching CTE? And if you don't like presenting alone, do it with your favorite co-faculty. I present with another professor from CWI who I adore. He's a great presenter, and when I get up with him, I don't get nervous because I know together we're going to be pretty good. So that's, I want you to start thinking about how you can contribute, and you should be presenting every other year minimum if you're going to be a leader in your school, in your district, and in the state, Okay. And along the lines of that, I don't have that in here, but think about leadership positions within the state CTE. Okay. So I'm at 7 minutes long on this, so I'm going to try to go through these a little bit more quickly. But think about leadership, think about proposal. For what was most informative, and why. How will it inform your teaching is number 5. And then 6, tell me about least informative and why. And then 7, what did you enjoy most about the conference? That could be a session or it could be something else. And then 8 is just a logistical or non-presentation aspect of the conference that could be improved. What do you think's lacking in the whole presentation of the conference? And so that's it as far as like the reflection on the conference. I think that's pretty comprehensive. Let me know if you add anything to this document, like, you didn't have this in post-event, it would be helpful, or you really need to have this in the pre-planning of going to the event on this page. I'm always up for improvements. I hope this is pretty easy to follow. Thanks very much.